Hi guys, it's Marietta. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you had a nice Christmas, those who were celebrating. In today's video, I want to talk about how to actually apply for a work permit for your spouse. And I want to do this video because I received some comments in the recent videos that I did saying that it's a little bit confusing what I was explaining in the previous video, especially when it comes to H4 work permit for your spouse. So I want to make sure that you guys understand and are on the same page, so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And today I actually want to talk about who can actually apply for the I-765, because the I-765 is actually application for a work permit for your spouse. And it's not just for your spouse, but basically today I want to focus on a work permit for your spouse. So if you are someone who is, let's say, on H1B visa or E2 visa or O1 visa or actually L1 visa, if you are in L, your status is L1 or E2 or H1B, this is specifically Q&A for you. And if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know your name, where you're from, and if you like this video, like it, share it with people who need this information, so I can answer possibly your questions, because I want you to ask the questions and I will answer it. So, hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Hi there. So it's a little bit slow today because I'm still in a holiday mode, to tell you the truth. I wasn't working for the past 4 days, so I'm a little bit slow. Alright, so basically, we're gonna talk about if you are in the US on E2 or L or H1B and you have your spouse with you. This video is sort of informational video for your spouse. If your spouse wants to work, what are the options, okay? Alright, so basically, if you are E2 investor, right, and you're coming to the US to manage your business, and you have your spouse, your family with you, you can, your spouse can apply for this work authorization and can work pretty much anywhere. And the way you do it is to file form I-765. Now, if you are in the US on H1B visa, right, because there are some changes happening with this category, especially when it comes to work permits for spouses. If you are in the US on H1B work visa, then your spouse can apply for a work permit again by filing the form I-765. Now, I received a comment saying that it's misleading what I was saying in a previous video, so I really want to clarify so you guys understand the options, okay? So, if your spouse wants to apply for the work permit and you are on H1B visa, she can do so or he can do so by showing the following: proof of status, proof of relationship to you, because if you are the holder of H1B, then you need to show relationship. Obviously, this can be done through marriage certificate. And then basis for work authorization. And in case of H1B visa, this would be approved, either approved I-40, or, and this is important, or it's going to be received H1B principal. Either he received the H1B approval, so the H1B was granted from the USCIS, or extended. And how you gonna apply for this? You're gonna apply for this by showing the copies of H1B principal's passports and prior forms I-94 and current and prior forms I-797 and the form I-129, okay? So what I'm saying is that you can show one of these and you can apply for the work permit. So I hope it's clear now. And now you guys asking me the questions, sorry. So let me try to answer your questions. What is the cost for applying for a visa? Now, which visa you mean? Because there are different visa types. For example, if you want to apply for H-1B, that's usually going to cost you about $5,000 US. If you want to apply for L visa or E2 visa, for example, E2 visa is more expensive because you need to actually invest into your own business and invest at least $50,000 US. So the visa is going to cost you about between 5 and 8,000, depends who you're working with. When it comes to L1 visa, you don't need to actually show that you have invested substantial amount of capital, but because it's your business, you need to show that you are running a business. So it really depends which kind of visa, but expect a minimum of 5, let's say a minimum of 5,000. And again, it depends where you are applying from. So if you are applying in the US, it's slightly more expensive because you will be paying additional filing fees. If you are applying in your home country with E2, for example, you can apply in your home country. You don't need to file in the US, and it's less expensive because you pay one fee, which is $205 US at the US embassy. But if you would, for example, want to change the status in the US and you would file in the US through USCIS, then it would be more expensive because you would have to pay the minimum fee $325, and if you want to be in premium processing, that's going to be additional $1,000. Actually $1,225, so it'll be like $1,225 US if you want to be in premium processing. So really, like, it depends, like, what kind of visa, you know, if it's visa or a green card, and whether you're applying in your home country, whether you can actually apply in your home country or you have to actually apply through USCIS, you know. So it really depends. It's my big wish to come to the US. What's the easiest way to come to the US? I am accountant. So the easiest way, I guess, would be the easiest way, you know, in general, would be probably if you marry a US citizen. That's probably the easiest way. Or alternatively, if you go to school, you know, you can study in the US. You can, for example, enroll in English as a second language school. You can study English, and then you can apply for F1 student visa. Or if you want to do a business in the US, you are already accountant, you probably need to consider taking probably exam, because in order to be licensed as a CPA in the US, you need additional exam to take. So then you can open up your business, and depending where you're from, if you are from a treaty country, you could consider E2 visa. My opinion is that E2 is easier than H1B, and I love E2 because if you basically do everything in order and you invest substantial amount of capital, which doesn't need to be $500,000, then you can get this visa. You know, I have 99% success rate. So I really like this visa because there are no limits like with H1B visas. You know, H1B visas are already limited, and it's gonna the new legislation will will also restrict it even more. So really, I prefer E2 or alternatively L visa. So, you know, these would be the options. I want to immigrate to the US. I'm from Afghanistan. So, I mean, you know, everyone wants to immigrate. It's my big wish to come to the US. What's the easiest way? I speak English fluently. Yes, it's actually necessary for you to speak English fluently. In fact, more and more, you know, the proposed immigration reform is even talking about the requirement you need to have fluent English skills. If you don't speak great English, then you might have difficulties to immigrate to the US. So it'll be probably one of the requirements in the future. So I mean, you have to be creative. Like the general rule is, you gotta add some sort of value to the country. If you are not adding any value, why should the country welcome you? You know what I mean? So think of it this way. Like if you wanna, for example, you are an accountant, if you wanna contribute to the country, you wanna add value, I recommend for you to first check out the options, like how you can practice your profession, so how you can become licensed, how you can become CPA in the US, and then take it from there. So I will probably deal with that first. And again, like I said, like if you, for example, you want to bring your spouse with you, like once you get your visa, like for example L visa or E2 visa, and you want to bring your spouse with you, your spouse can apply for a work permit, and the spouse can work. Now, I'm not talking about the spouse for H-1B visa holders right now. I'm talking about the spouse of E2 visa holder, and I'm talking about the spouse of L visa holder. Excuse me. Ahmed, I don't understand this language. Sorry, you have to ask me in English. Thank you, Sanjit. I'm not sure how I pronounce your name. Okay, guys. So basically the point is that you do have options, and yes, I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer licensed in I'm licensed in New York, and I practice federal law, which is immigration. So I do serve people all around the world who wants to immigrate to the US. So those who don't know me, my name is Marieta Oslanek. I'm a business immigration attorney. I'm also founder of Immigration Biz and Immigration Biz Academy. Immigration Biz Academy is an e-learning platform for those who wants to learn more about immigration and you want to take courses, how you can apply for individual visas. You can check it out. It's at immigrationbizacademy.com. All right. So if you have more questions, you can ask me now, because soon I'm gonna wrap up. Okay, guys? And I really appreciate your hearts and your likes. You're amazing. Thank you so much. So I hope it's clear. Like when it comes to that, the H-1B work permits for spouse, H-4 work permits, you can in fact apply for that work permit if I'm talking about a spouse now. If your spouse has valid H-1B status, then you can apply, okay? Obviously it's one of the options, and I will in fact probably post a link when you can download the instructions, how you can actually file this form I-765, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, and there are no misleading information. Hi there, Mebarek. Sorry for pronouncing the name wrong. I don't know what type of visa should I apply, which is cheap to go there to work. So, alright, so like I said, like you have to decide what's the purpose. Like either you're gonna start a business, and most of the time I work with business owners and entrepreneurs. So this is actually my specialty. I'm business immigration lawyer. So if you wanna just come to the US and look around and you don't know what you're gonna do there, it's gonna be probably very difficult for you. Either you're gonna study there, or you already have an employer there, or you wanna do business. One of these, okay? So if you don't know what kind of visa, that shows me that you don't even know what's your purpose. What's the purpose of your stay? What's the purpose of the stay in the US? Why you want to stay there? You need to get clear on that, you know? So if you don't even know the purpose, like, then obviously you don't know the visa. So first get clear on what is the purpose. Like I said, you gotta add the value. You either gonna find a sponsor employer who can sponsor you on currently on H1B or H2B, or maybe you are extraordinary achiever, you can consider O1. If you want to do business, if you're doing business already, you might extend the business to US, you might open additional office there, so then possibly you can check it out, L1A. If you don't run a business but you want to start a business and you have capital, you can consider E2 or EB5. Really it depends. If you are in love with someone who is your fiancé, then obviously you guys will get married, and obviously green card through a marriage. If you have a family, close family members in the US. So really, you know, you have to, my purpose is to live in there and work. I just described like what are your options. You know, the country is not for everyone, guys. You have to be aware of this. You know, this is America. It's not, I don't want to compare it to other countries, but basically you gotta qualify, okay? You gotta qualify in one specific category and then you can get there. So in general, you gotta get clear on how you're going to contribute to that country. And like I said, you know, either you're gonna work for someone and then you need a work visa, or you're going to do a business, or you will get married, or yeah. So these are just an examples, you know. Examples, and you can also, you know, if you need more information, you can dive deeper into all kinds of visas and green cards. I have a youtube.com/immigration-biz. So there are so many different channels, and I do recommend to watch all the videos. If you guys have general questions, that shows me that you don't understand the system yet. So you should definitely watch those videos. There's all free videos, youtube.com/immigration-biz. So if you wanna find a way how to get you know, residency, permanent residency, then definitely check it out, because then you will understand how the system works. Then you will understand what are your options, and then you can become creative. For business, I don't have much money. Like I said, if you want to do business, number one, you don't need $500,000 to do a business, because with $500,000 investment, you would probably qualify for EB5 green card. Not probably, for sure, based on the current legislation. And you don't need to invest that much money, okay? You can invest $50,000, but it depends what kind of business we're talking, okay? So don't freak out like when it comes to investment, because it's not like in order to apply for investment you need to invest millions. That's not necessary. Also, you know, like I said, if you don't qualify for E2, you might qualify for L. So again, like you need to gather more information. You need to gather more information, and therefore really check it out. Check out my channel, youtube.com/immigration-biz. I have free videos there, and you can get familiar with the options you have. How much do I need to pay to get a green card and work there? You know what? Green cards, it really depends. Like, it's depending whether you're gonna invest, okay, or you're gonna get you are going to marry someone, or is it gonna be green card through employment. This all depends, okay? So the prices varies, you know. Let's say it starts from 5,000 to can be 35,000. You know, it depends what kind of green card, amount of work. Obviously, if you're investing, you're getting EB5 green card, and that's gonna cost you more money than green card through a marriage, right? For example, okay? Alright guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna wrap up today. It's just, my intention was to just do very short and brief Q&A. to clarify the information about H4 employment authorization cards, and I think I've done that, so I'm good to go. And for those who are just tuning in, I really appreciate it. You can leave a comment and I will get back to you later. You can leave your questions, comments below. And yeah, if you want to learn actually more about, how to do business in the US, you can sign up for a free training. And the link is somewhere either above or below. There's a link where you can sign up for a free training and you can check it out. It's a free webinar where I'm explaining how you can actually work in the US and do business in the US. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.